How are we all? Oh, the audio seems to be a bit off at the moment. What's going on? Let's see if we... Oh, there we go. That seems to be working a bit better now. How are we all? I'm just going to check my audio levels are fine. There we go. All fine and good. So, how are we all? Hope everyone is well. I quickly need to get something off my chest because I think it's important before we crack on, and it's a bit heavy if I'm honest. Oh, come on, stop. Let's sort this out. Here we go. And I do apologise to the Pro-Am 2 boys, but I just wanted to mention something before we crack on that I think everyone should hear at least once. Someone in my family, sorry if this is a bit heavy for a Wednesday. Someone in my family committed suicide a couple of weeks ago, and fortunately I didn't really know them that well. I don't want to get into politics or anything like that, but I don't think what's going on with the government at the moment is helping very much. But I just wanted people to know that there's always someone there to talk to. One of the failings of us men, I'm sure, is that we bottle things up inside far too much, and the stresses and strains of life are shit at times. Let's be honest. But you should always try and find someone to talk to rather than doing the ultimate of sin, as it were. We've all been there. We've all felt crap. Mental health is a real problem for some people, and I really do think that it should be taken seriously, and people need to find their support network. If I'm honest, my support network is God. I've believed in God since '92. I'm not afraid to say it. I've also got a loving family. I've got dog, cat, everything like that to support me and stuff, but I just pray and hope that people out there, if you're feeling the strain at the moment, and it wouldn't be a surprise if you are, please don't feel like you're on your own. Please find someone to talk to. It's not as bad as you think it is, and I think if more people talk, the more they realise that there's someone else out there just like them. And a burden spoken is a burden shared, even if it's just a little bit. And my little part in this, if I'm honest, I don't do this for views. I don't do this for spreading my channel, because I particularly, to be honest, I don't really care. I do this, one, because I think it's a bit of fun, and two, if it cheers people up for half an hour and makes them forget about the shit that's going on in the world at the moment, then that makes me happy that people are liking what we're doing right and doing this, like the commentaries and stuff. So yes, there's always someone to talk to. Please talk if you're feeling stressed. Find your person that you can talk to, and just, it's not as bad as you think. So anyway, moving on, just one more little bit from that. Our beloved leader Dennis, speaking of God as well, Dennis has stepped down from doing GTCC. I think we all want to thank Dennis for what he's set up here. Hopefully he'll be completely involved in everything. I'm looking forward to seeing what season 14 at MRC's got involved as well. I reckon Dennis is basically stepping down from doing this because he's so rubbish at the game. He needs to figure out how to get better at it, but that's between you and me. So, thank you, Dennis. We all appreciate what you've done. I hope you can just relax now and enjoy what you've created, and let the rest of us carry on with it. But that means the rest of us need to take on some sort of burden and do things ourselves a little bit. So, anyway, moving on. That's enough for that now. So we get on with the racing. I'm going to try and attempt to do both the St. Croix B race and the Burg race afterwards in one viewing. So we need to crack on, otherwise this is going to take forever. So here we have and I've not done the Pro 2 boys before. There's a lot of names here I don't recognise, but anyway, here we have in first place 105 at St. Croix, DRC Mung in second place, GT Raffo in third, Terence 322 in fourth, Wolmid, that's an Wolmid, I have no idea. Jambo. All right then, Pete. You're my favourite for this one. Hope you're doing well here on this one. Wooders. That's a good nickname. 76 in 7th. Pilgrim here in 8th. Quinn here in 9th. It was a nice big field. Rocky Rich. I remember Rocky Rich here in 10th. Azeroth. I remember Azeroth as well. Nice to see you, Azeroth, in 11th. Hammercat in 12th. I think I've come across you in some races before. And MRC Legger in 13th. So I'm liking your number plate. Old fart. Yes, we are all indeed all old farts. So anyway, there we go. We shall crack on with the race. I'll go out to the front and do my normal looking back at the field to see how we get into turn 1. Where's the lights? Oh, they're all green already and they're off. Oh no, they're not. They were green. I'm sure they were green. And they went off. Oh, here we go. Red light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Holding for a long time and now we're off. Oh dear. Who's that? Got a terrible start back there on the second place on the grid. Go back and see who it was in a minute. But here we are on board with Shell Shock, who's been caught already by Rafa. Is Rafa going to go around the outside? The Italian in a Ferrari. There's a bit of bumping and barging. Pushes Rafa wide. But he's still there. Oh, Rafa's still there. Nice. Moves it. There's a lot of shenanigans going on back here. Let's have a quick go back here. Oh, this is always a good for a laugh, this turn. This is always good for a laugh. Oh, a little bit of bumping there. Just puts Wellman off onto the side. Oh, full 720. That was so good. We need to look at that again. I think he just got on the grass, spun it around, got another little tap as well. Yeah, he's on the grass all by himself, spins it round. Oh, can't see it from there. This once, twice, maybe not quite a full 720. But hey ho, the field now streams past him. Hammercat. Pilgrim's right back here. What's happened to Pilgrim at the start? Oh, Pilgrim forgot to start. What happened? What happened to Pilgrim here at the start? Oh, he got a full start. He'd already moved once. And now... Oh, dear, he got a right proper shunt there from... Who was that? Hammercat. Not sure what that was all about. Anyway, so we just see what else happened here, because who was it who got a really poor start? It was Mung, I think, got a really poor start. Oh, so who's that off the side there? Wooders got punted into the left-hand side there. Gives another little nudge there to Rocky Rich. Messing about the back there just to go into this corner one more time from a different angle and then continue on the race. So as you can see at the moment, I think it was Wellman. Yeah, Wellman goes wide there. Gets pushed wide actually. Fair play to Wellman. He tries to carry on full 360. Manages to avoid other people as they come through. So here we go then. In the meantime, back up front here with Shell Shock. He's managed to keep out in front of GT Raffo. Coming up to the bridge. Oh, Shell Shock's getting it sideways. Raffo. Let's go on board with Raffo. Yep. Over across the bridge. Side by side. These two look fairly evenly matched at the moment. Coming out to the braking zone just before the 150. Oh, yeah, I thought Rafa left that too late. Yeah, he has left it far too late. It was just allowed. You can see Shell Shock to undercut him quite a lot. Beautiful mountains in the background. Love to be skiing on them if there's snow. It's that blind right hand hairpin sort of turn that is. Rafa's looks like his internet's not looking particularly good, but Rafa, he's wobbling about a little bit. Comes Terence up to 3rd place. Nice livery on Terence there, that Budweiser 47. Love the sound of the Ferrari. Oh, I thought Rafa was making a move on. The Shell Shock doesn't quite manage it there. Back to Terence, who's having a nice battle here with Mung. Mung's got back up to 4th from being 2nd on the grid. He dropped all the way back. Oh, that's lovely flowing left-right section coming up to the last corner. All the cars starting to evenly spread out now. To the last corner. Oh, Terence gets a bit of a sideways drift on then. So at the end of lap 1, here we come. Shell Shock's managed to keep it out in front. Shell Shock's first, Raffo 2nd. Terence is 3rd, but Mung's right on his bumper there, coming into turn 1. Is he going to outbrake Terence? He is, you know. Oh, Nice move, nice clean move. So Mung's up to third, Terence fourth, Jambo is in fifth. Azarov's got up through the field in sixth place. Oh, someone's got it. That looked like Rocky Rich. Was that Rocky Rich? It was Rocky Rich. Oh, what happened here to Rich? Coming into turn one, side by side with Walmond. Is that? Drifts a bit too wide, is he? Yeah, he's on the grass, doesn't hold it, spins it round. There's once. Oh, and that's 360 plus 90s. That's 450. He's now back to next to last place, and Pilgrim's catching him back up. So let's go back up through the field. Azeroth side by side there with Wooders, coming down this lovely like like a elongated chicane. This really, isn't it? It's a right and then a left and then a right. Slows him up for the turning over the bridge. Oh, I didn't realise that Azeroth's got Walmond right behind him. Oh, there's Azeroth. That's the view I was looking for. Side by side coming to the braking zone. Oh, I think Walmond left that a little bit too late as well. Missed the apex. Looks like Wood is in front, is a bit squirmy as well. But here we are now at the end of lap sorry, not the end of lap 2, coming up to the end, well, midway through the lap actually, I'd say. Oh, let's go a bit further up. I can see some stuff happening here. No, oh, that's what I want to look at. Oh, here we go, Rafa. Rafa's got a lovely little move there. Let's go back and see what that. He's got a nice drive out that hairpin turn to get the slipstream here of Shell Shock. Coming down to the fastest section of the track, this little kink to the right and heavy braking. Shell Shock could have driven a defensive line there, but chose to let Rafa through. Rafa's going to have the legs here. This is a tricky corner to make. It looks like Rafa's done it nicely, but Shell Shock's coming side by side. This is good racing here by these two boys. Shell Shock giving Rafa a little bit of a nudge there, just to let him know that the Ferrari's right close behind as well. Nose to tail, great racing here from Pro 2. I'll try not to keep saying that, but this is really good stuff here by the two boys out in front. Nose to tail racing. Shell Shock looking up the inside, so he's going to go side by side now, down the start finish straight. He's got in front again. It's a fantastic battle here by these Pro 2 boys. Coming into turn 1, is Rafa going to get a slingshot effect underneath Shell Shock? He's looking underneath now, trying to put the power on. He might have a bit more. Yeah, he's gaining on Shell Shock. Oh, gives him a little nudge, a little bit of bump drafting. Could have taken the spot, I think, but he chosen not to stay. To take it, just again goes very wide now. Again looking to undercut Shell Shock, who's gone far too wide, but has managed to hold it. But now Rafo's on the outside of this corner. If he can keep it side by side, oh, he's nearly off the track. He's on the white line, he's trying to give Shell Shock a lot of room there, but doesn't. It just cuts him off. Oh dear, the stewards might be involved in this one. What happened there? Where's Rafo? Where's Shell Shock got to? He's back here. Let's have a look at that instant again. So Rafo cuts the nose off Shell Shock, which punts him into the wall. He's fortunate to not have any damage. She's just allowed Terence now to catch right up side by side with the Italian and take the position. Also, here's Mung. It's caught up, and Shell Shock's all the way back here now in fourth. So a little bit naughty there from Rafo. Cut the nose off of Shell Shock. Rafo's now trying to block the path of Mung as Terence gets into the lead. Terence in the great looking for 47 Ferrari here. He's now going to have this Rafo right up his tailpipes, coming in, going to get an obvious toe here. On board with Rafa. It is kink. Going to give each other room. Yeah, gives each other room. Rafa's got the position again. Oh, the Terence is fighting tooth and nail. Mung's a bit too far back. Shell Shock's a little bit too far back after that. Terence does to Rafo as Rafo did to Shell Shock. Cuts his nose off, which has just allowed Mung to. Oh, that's what's going on there. Rafo, his lag is all over the place. So Terence has now got a bit of a clean clean air between him and Raffo in second place. Can Mungna get past the Italian? And as you can see, Shell Shock's joining the party. Bit between his American teeth. Oh, look at this line astern coming down the start-finish straight. I don't want to forget too much what's going on behind as well, but I'm sure Shell Shock is going to make a move. Who else is here? Here we go. Here's Jambo with Wooders into turn 1. Jambo, nice driving out. He cuts up the inside, keeps Wooders at bay behind him. So let's go back up to where the action is. Terrence now has got a bit of a gap between him and Raffo's still holding out in second place. He's been absolutely mugged here from these two boys behind him. Shell Shock's got up past Mung. And Shell Shock's got past Mung. And then now I think maybe Walmond. Walmid. Whoa, I don't know how to say that properly. I'm not sure what to say that. He's up into. Yeah, I think he's catching up this, but yeah, he's right behind Shell Shock as well. So we've got a right train of drivers here. Apart from his my mic just cut out then. I was looking at the messages. Yeah, this is good stuff, isn't it, Aaron? Shell Shock and Raffo battling has just brought these two boys with them. Mung, Walmond hasn't quite got there. So Mung, Shell Shock and Raffo, nose to tail. This is a great race. So, but Mung gets it wrong. Has he got damage on the car? No, he hasn't, but he's lost momentum. Surely Shell Shock's now going to get back to where he was. Terrence hasn't really got pulled away that much from these two boys. There we go. Shell Shock's got back to second place. He's pulled out in front of Raffo. Is Raffo going to try and undercut Terrence? Shell Shock again though? Oh, that was a tidy line there from the Italian. Might have a nice drive here on Shell Shock. Coming around. They're both catching as well. You see, if you look at the map at the top right there, even though we've been sticking on these boys up front, they're still all fairly close, the entire field after 10 minutes. But in the meantime, Terrence, he might get a penalty for that. That was really undercut the corner. So we'll go through the field now as they cross the line now to begin lap 5. Terrence is in first place, Shell Shock second, Raffo third, Mung fourth, Walmond fifth. There's a bit of a gap then to Wooders in sixth, Jambo's in 7th, Quinn is in 8th, Hammercat's 9th, Azeroth 10th, Pilgrim, another bit of a gap there, is in 11th, Lego is 12th, and Rocky Rich is unfortunately back here in last place at the moment. 10 minutes gone, third of the race. It's been quite action packed already, and here we go. Terrence now has got Shell Shock all over the back of him. Let's go from this point of view, the eyes of the American inside that crash helmet, looking at the rear end of that red Ferrari, watching him squirm a little bit out there, but also he's unsettled himself, but he might have a nice run here. Yeah, I think he got the power down quicker than Raffo did before, than Terrence did. Yep, he's going to try. Terrence makes a defensive line there, coming into the braking zone now. Terrence broke very early, I thought, but is going to hold the position side by side, but Shell Shock goes around the outside. Great move there from Shell Shock. Gets a nice wide line as well. He's going to get a nice apex of this hairpin as Shell Shock might be able to start pulling away from Terrence, trying to break the draft of the Englishman behind him. Oh, was that a missed gear change in? Oh, the lag is starting to... Yeah, oh dear, that's lag of the American in front. It's difficult for Terrence to know where Shell Shock's going to be on the circuit, but Terrence is going to dive out the inside. Great move. He's drifted wide though. Shell Shock goes up back underneath. Oh, this is what we want. This is a top race. Terrence is in second. That's bringing Raffo back into play now. These two, the boys up front, squabbling. Mung seems to have just dropped off a bit. Hasn't quite caught back up. Walmond just can't get close enough at the moment. Wooders is separating himself from Jambo as well now. Let's go on board with Wooders as I just have a quick sip of coffee. And we're back. Ugh. Nothing quite like having a nice coffee. All right, look at this. Line astern, that's the leader up in front. And we're back here in 6th place Wooders. I'm pretty sure can see all of the boys in front of him. That's how tight this race is. So one of these boys gets it wrong, then there's going to be quite a few other drivers to pounce on the situation. Where's Jambo? Jambo's not too far behind either. So Wooders here. Let's have a look at these at the lap times. See who's putting in the fastest or lap times. It's going to be difficult though, because they're all sort of fighting each other still a little bit. Well, just seen. Where's Raffo? Raffo's gone all the way back to 5th. I missed that. What's happened to Raffo? Let's go back and see what happened to Raffo. So Raffo was... So he was here in 3rd place. I missed that as we crossed the line to start lap. Start lap 6. He's dropped back to... Oh, he got his braking. He forgot to brake into turn 1. Fortunately, there's a big runoff there as well. So he just got turn 1 horribly wrong. Raffo pressure starting to tell. Has dropped back to 5th place. It's just allowed Wooders to catch back up. There's probably going to be a bit of a gap now. So Shell Shock's out in front, but he's taken Terence and Mung. So Mung's caught back up as well. Ah, top stuff this. Breathless stuff even. Oh, I could listen to these Ferraris all day long. I absolutely adore the sound of these Ferraris. Anyway, so let's go through the running order and their lap times. Shell Shock's done a 2:18.5. Terence, although he's been battling, has been steady at 2:19.4. Whirlwind is up to 3rd place. Oh, Mung's shot back. What's happened to Mung? Oh, he's just gone too wide. Where's that on the track? That is into the turn onto the bridge. Gets it wrong here. He's not put the brakes on quick enough. It's going to go wide onto the grass. Gets it wrong. Slows up too much. It's going to hit the barrier. No, he misses the first one, but manages to collect the second one. So yeah, we go. Raffo's going to get back up a position. He's going to get past Mung here. So there we go. So I was going through the lap times, wasn't I? So here we are with Wolmin. He's done 2:18.6. So he's got good pace as Wolmin. He's got his way up through the field because Raffo and Mung have dropped off. Raffo's 2:18.7. Wooders 2:19. Mung's 2:18. Jambo's 2:20. So even though Jambo's about a second off the pace, he's still there or thereabouts. With the boys squabbling over each other in front, he's just putting consistent lap times. Quinn's done a 2:20. Tamakat 2:20. Azeroth 2:21. Looked like he was going to crash it, and then he did. Got any damage for it? Nope. Oh, he's missed a gear change though. 2:21. 2:23. Pilgrim. Oh, Pilgrim's got some decent pace, and he's right back here in 12th. So maybe Pilgrim is going to catch back up through the field eventually. And Rocky Ridge 22. So they're all sort of fairly evenly split lap times, and there's also some of the faster boys a bit further back the field than they should be. But in the meantime, Shell Shock now has got the tiniest of gaps out in front of Terence. Oh, beautiful line there from Shell Shock. Taking up every bit of the racetrack as he can as he comes across the line now. 14 minutes in. He's on racing Sauce on the front, racing Super Sauce on the back, so maybe he's not stopping. So we're now getting into the realms of when are people going to start to do their pit stops. I'm guessing most of them will be pitting this lap. But as you can see, look at the map there at the top right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers all still within a few seconds of each other. Let's have a look at the live timers. So we're here with 8th place Quinn. And look at that. So it's like 0.6, 1.5, 2. So it's about 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7, 8 seconds, 9 seconds. That's all it is between 8th place and 1st place. That's how close this race is. This is great stuff here from the Pro Am 2 boys. Hammercut's a little bit too far off the pace. Just going forward here with Jambo's. Maybe Jambo is catching up. He's consistently putting in 2:20 times. And he's not really used much of his tyres on racing Super Softs either. Nice line there from Jambo, just seeing those on his back. Season 12 Pro-Am 2 champion. Well, Pete, you need to get a jiggy on you back here in 7th place at the moment. Now look up here, look at this. 6th place Mung is now battling with Wooders, who's just got past Raffo. Wooders is up to 4th place, but here we are. Looks like Mung's going to get past Raffo as well. Yeah, they're all coming past now. Raffo's not really done much wrong, was battling for 1st place. There's a right squabble going into that right hand turn then. Wooders has now got past. Oh, this is fantastic. He's trying to find a good view of this. It's difficult. There we go. Mung's holding off Rafa. They're all squabbling over the position, and I think they're starting to lose touch with Wellman, Terence. Now there they are. There's the 3 boys up front. So you've got 3 boys squabbling here for 4th, 5th and 6th, and 3 boys squabbling for positions just up the road for 1, 2 and 3. Could go horribly wrong. I hope I haven't just put the commentator's curse on this whole situation. For someone at some point, a nice little group of 3 battle. Rafa is looking like he's got his indicator on as well. Quinn's into the pits as well. Just noticed that. He's got his indicator on. Looking for a way past Mung here. Left his indicator on in the excitement. Let's go on board with the Italian. No, I thought he might get undercut Mung at this point in the circuit, but he hasn't quite managed it. Oh, just look at that scenery in the background. That is really, really good, I have to say. Sorry, I get distracted by If you haven't noticed, I get distracted by mountains very, very easily. I love skiing. Oh! Oh dear, Mung got that sideway. I just avoided getting into a tank slap. It was just allowed Rafa to catch up. Well held by Mung in the end, to be honest. Where's Wooders? He's not quite there, but Mung's going to just about hang on to 5th place into the braking zone here at the end of the bridge. That was very well driven by Mung. Oh, has he left the braking too late? He has gone a bit too deep. Rafa's got a tidier line. Can Rafa sneak up the inside of Mung here into this apex? Oh, he backs out. He cruises. He might be able to do it, but he doesn't need to because he's sure he's got the toe here down this long straight. Now to get a nice toe on Mung, fastest part of the circuit coming up. Just waiting for him to pull out. There he goes. Mung's not defending it at all. He's not going to the inside. Could have gone into the inside, made Rafa go around the outside, but somehow Rafa's dropped off. Mung's still in front. I was for sure thought Rafa was going to get the toe and go up the inside there, but manages not to make the move. Good driving by the 2 of them. So let's go back up front. So at the moment, Shell Shock's still out in front. Still got a tiny gap here over Terence. Can't quite catch. It's only 0.9 of a second. First place is right there. So we're now 18 minutes in. This would be the last lap I think anyone would want to make. It would be making pit stops if they're going to make them. Here comes Terence into the pits, racing super softs. Oh, we've got Terence in the pits, so I'm going to have a quick drinks break. So it's Wellman's into the pits as well. They're all coming into the pits, apart from Shell Shock. So they've all come into the pits at the same point, apart from Shell Shock. So we're now really, the question is Shell Shock going for a no stopper, or is he going to try, or is he going to pit next lap? He's got a 7.6 second lead. If I remember rightly, the pit stops here at St. Croix are one of the shortest in the game. I think it's only about, it is only about a 6-7 second pit stop. So Terence now, where is he in relation to Wellman? There's Wellman just close behind, going up. Oh, he gets sideways, bit of a battered looking front end there of the Ferrari. Mung is now in 4th place, Raffos is in 5th, Wooders is in 6th. There's Jambo. Jambo's got a penalty from somewhere, cut in the corner somewhere. Quinn's caught up to Jambo, so Jambo's going backwards now. So I'm bored with Quinn looking at behind to see who's going to brake. Is he going to dive out inside his Jambo? No, he's not. He's good driving there from these two. It's a great place to pass, that is, at the end of the bridge. It's very easy to get the braking point wrong and drift a bit too wide. Come on, champ. You can do better than 8th. Yeah, you can as well. It looks like he's got a nice run here on Quinn. Quinn's not going to fight it. He's going to stay to his line. Jambo's now cut up the inside, kept this little kink to the right. Nice move there. Quinn, is he going to start to look up the inside of Jambo? Oh, I thought he was going to go get a bit of a tank stopper. Is he going to slingshot up underneath Jambo here? No, he doesn't quite do it. Jambo's blocked the line. The champ's showing his class there. Let's have a quick look back what's going on further back down the field. Legger's all on his own, unfortunately. He's got a big gap between him and Pilgrim. So Shellshock's into the pits. So Shellshock, he doesn't no stopping. Here he is. The race leader's into the pits. He's come out. Where's Terence going to go? There's Terence. There's Terence. So Terence is still in second place. So it worked out well for Shellshock then. Pitted a lap later on Racing Supersauce now for the last 9 minutes. Terence hasn't really closed the gap. It was 0.9 and it looks to me as though it's exactly the same. It's not come up on the timing screen just yet. Let's go through a time zone. That looks like 0.9 of a second to me. Here we go. Ah, it's 1. So Shellshock's gained 0.1 of a second through that pit stop. I'm pretty sure that Terence must be so close to getting a draft off Shellshock. If only he can get like just about 20 yards further up the road, he can start to reel the American in. Oh, this looks a bit close. A bit closer maybe. No, he's broken the draft. He should try and stay in the draft, but that's his best sector time from Terence. Gets puff of smoke there from Shellshock. Oh, and he scraped the wall as well. He's going to scrub off speed there. Here we go, Terence. Surely, yep. He's going to get really close as long as he gets this apex nice and this corner right. He's going to have a lovely run at the back of Shellshock down this long straight. Gets the power down. Shellshock's trying to lose the toe. Well, the draft of the Ferrari behind, we can't quite do it. So at the moment, Terence is not quite gaining. It's going to start kicking in any moment now, surely. Come on, Terence, get into the slipstream, mate. There we go. He's gaining ever so slightly, but not quick enough. It's right in the tailpipes now of Shellshock. He's really close now. Where's Wolman? No, he's too far behind. Oh, he's out on the marbles there, is Terence. This is a great race. I have to say, this could be one of the best races I've watched this season so far. This is what I think is one of the few races I've had where the leader of the race has not gone off into the distance. Saying that, now I'll probably put the curse in it and something happened to Terence. Terence still can't quite catch the American. I think Shellshock's got better lap times than Terence. Terence he's hanging on now. He's not gained anything. Oh, he's pushing right to the very limit. Let's go back and see where Wolmid is. Wolmid. Oh, I don't know. Oh, look like Terence was close again then, actually, or just as I cut away. Little puff of smoke there from Shellshock. Still not quite close enough. He's definitely closer. See, it's 0.6 now. Definitely closer, but I'm not sure he's close enough. Unsettles the Ferraris at the entrance to the bridge. So let's go on board with Terence again. Is just not quite close enough. I'm sure the moment I pan away from this, something is going to happen. Because Shellshock has got Terence right in his tailpipes, and he got that corner wrong last time. But they both get it just right this time. Surely this is the moment. Terence. No, he's got sideways. He's going to lose momentum now. Yeah, you can see Shellshock's going to start pulling away. Yep, so he got that slightly wrong there. So Wolman has now got away from Mung. There's a big gap now between 3rd and 4th. Raffo's dropped off to 5th as well. Wooders dropped off to 6th. Quinn in 7th. He might be being caught here from Jambo in 8th. Legger's been caught by Pilgrim. thought that was going to happen. Pilgrim was doing some pretty fast lap times. Well, he's done a 2:18 there, 2:20. But it looks like he's had a bit of a mare the last lap. He's done a 2:24. Not sure what's happened there. Azeroth has dropped back. Azeroth's had a nightmare somewhere along the race at some point, and he's got Rocky Rich right in his backseat as well. So at the moment, Hammercat, oh, we catch him just at the right moment. Hammercat gets that horribly wrong. Yep, it's into the turn at the end of the bridge. Just gets the braking, brake. No, oh dear. Hammercat's lost the plot by the looks of it. Let's go on board with Rocky Rich for a little bit. Oh, I'll just have another sip of coffee before the last 4 minutes of the race. There's been some good racing up and down the field in this one. Oh, my mic just went out there. There's been good racing up and down the field in this one. Rocky Rich is looking to get up the inside here of Azeroth. Is he going to slingshot around the outside? No. It's so important. We get on to the, here we go, the last corner. Azeroth's drifted a bit too wide, hits the wall. Surely Rocky Rich has got the momentum. There he goes. Nice one, Rocky. There goes Azeroth back into 12th place. Good position take there from Rocky Rich. So let's go back up front then to see what's going on up with the lead. Shellshock still has got Terence. Terence flashing his lights behind. Was there a bit of shenanigans going on there? Let's have a look, see if anything was wrong. No, nothing going on there at all. Maybe just a bit of frustration there from Terence that he can't catch up to Shellshock. So let's have a look. We've got 3 minutes to go. They're doing 2-minute laps, so this won't be the last lap. There'll be one more after this, I suspect, depending on at what point they get round the circuit. Oh, Shellshock! Oh, I thought Shellshock was in the going to be in the barrier then. But Terence, surely this is the closest. He is 0.4 seconds now. He's gained 0.4. He's gained 0.1 of a second, 0.2 of a second per lap, and he's manfully stuck behind it. This is the closest Terence has been now. For a while, he's going to dive up the inside of Shellshock, gets the position sideways, cuts the corner. Is Shellshock going to undercut him? Yes, he is. Shellshock's going to slingshot back round underneath. Back on board with Terence, but now side by side. Oh, Terence maybe he's played his card too early. We've still got another lap to go. Maybe another one. So what is it? No, this will be the next one. That should be the last lap. Just lost a little bit of momentum, but he's sideways again. Oh, Terence. Oh, now he's lost a lot of ground coming into the last lap. Oh, bit of a disaster there from Terence. Wellman, though, he's been caught by Mung. Here we are on board with Mung for the last podium position. You can see the gap is really, really close. They've just got to take the time, find the right spot. Oh, Wellman drifted a bit too far wide then, but didn't quite lose it. Where's Mung going to make a move? I've got a feeling Mung might make a move into the entrance of the bridge. He's certainly in a good position to get Wellman in the bridge. He's done his best sector time as well. So we're coming to the end of the race and Mung's just starting to warm up. Very wide line there, cuts across, nice and tidy. Yeah. Oh, he had to back out of that. He had much better momentum than Wellman, but he had to brake a bit earlier than he wanted to. In the meantime, we're going back up now to Shellshock, Terence. They're going to try and have a go at each other here. No, they're not. So we've got 30 seconds to go. This will be the last lap for sure. On board now with Shellshock. It's his race to lose. He's got a biggest, well, there's not much of a gap. He's got a second gap or so between him and Terence in second place, which is pretty much one of the biggest lead he's had all race. coming through. Someone's just cruising around the circuit. He's about to be lapped as well. I'm guessing it's Hammercat. The shell shock now. The 30 minutes is up. So there we go. The race is officially going to be over the next time they cross the line. And it looks like Shell Shock has driven ever so well. Had his nose taken off by Raf at one point, but stuck to his guns, got through the field, got out into the lead, wasn't going to be beaten, and here he comes around the corner for the last time. For the victory at St. Croix B comes the American Shell Shock. Going to finish in first place, takes checker flag now. Terrence, great race from him, is going to finish in second place, sorry. Mung holds on in front of Wellman. Oh no, Mung got the position. Oh sorry, that was the other way around. Let's have a quick look back. Where did Mung get the position? Here we go. So it was down into... There we go. They look so similar, it's difficult to tell them apart. But here we are on board with Mung. He did get the position. He got a lovely drive down here into this the turn to the right at the end of the fastest section of track. Undercuts, but Wellman couldn't come back at him. Comes around here. Oh, cheers, Sean. Thank you very much, mate. Comes around here, so Wellman still had a chance to get back into third. It's really, really close. Looks up the inside of Mung. Oh, he's trying to force the issue, but he got it wrong. Maybe, just maybe, he should have stuck behind him and got a drag down the start-finish straight. But Mung's going to finish in third. Wellman is fourth. Raffo has a very eventful race. He finishes in fifth. Wooders comes along to finish in 6th. Here comes Quinn. He's going to finish in 7th place. Jambo is in 8th. Pilgrim is going to finish in... Oh, no, he's not. Who's that there? Legger. I didn't see that. Legger has managed to keep out in front of Pilgrim. Is going kicking off all the way right to the very back. They need Rocky Rich at the back. He's looking up the inside. Here into the last corner lunge. Is he going to make it stick? No, he's not. So Legger's going to finish 9th. Pilgrim's going to finish 10th. Rocky Rich will finish in... Oh, no, he's not. Look at that. What's going on there? What happened there? Oh, I am sure Pilgrim came off the gas. Did Pilgrim come off the... Yeah, he did. He cruised. He let Rocky Rich past. Interesting stuff there. And then Azarath is going to finish 12th, and Hammercat was in last place. So there we have it. That is St. Croix done and dusted. I'm just going to have a drinks break and then go straight into, hopefully, the race at the Burg. So just bear with me a second while I load it up. So there we go. Just while it's loading up, I'm just going to get a drinks break. Just bear with me a second. So we're back again now for the Burg. I just didn't actually get to have my drinks, so just bear with me a second. I need to pause it while I carry on. So let's just quick look at the comments. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, double race. Bonus. Thank you very much, mate. Get back to work. Oh, it started. I thought it was on pause. It wasn't. It started. So, double race. Right, let's just make sure I've got the settings sorted. Variable, yeah. Display, oh, yeah, that's cool. Right, so, in reverse order at the Burg. Is this actually is this the full 24-hour? I think. Oh, stop making noises, headset. I'm not moving headset. My headset's beeping to me. Yeah, it is the full circus up there, top right. Anyway, right, so in reverse order from the last race, Hammercat, aka Noob, he's got on the back there of his car, is in first place. Azeroth, God, that looks different lighting there. Anyway, Azeroth here. My driving scares me too. Great livery there, Azeroth. He's in a Jag. Anyone who drives in a Jag, they have to put out with me going, Jag, every time. Anyway, Pilgrim here is in a Honda. Oh, look at those brake lights. Third place, Rocky Rich in an Audi here in fourth. Lega in another Audi in fifth. Jambo in another Sirocco. So Siroccos and Audis were quite popular this season. Quinn back here is that a Merc? I can't quite see. I think it's the Merc. Here in seventh. Wooders is in an Aston. I've got my favourite. The favourite is Wooders. As you all know, I am a huge Aston Martin fan. Anyone that races an Aston is now my instant favourite. I can see he's also got PlayStation scheme all over it. I love him already. Wooders, we will get lots of viewing of you this race. There's Raffo here in Merc in ninth place. I have to say, I do like the Halfords livery there. The black and orange looks really cool. Wolmid. Oh, I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. What word I'm trying to say every time I see his name. I think I'm trying to say Molmid or something like that. Wolmid just doesn't. Molmid. It just doesn't ring. Sorry, mate. I'm not sure how to say your name properly. Wolmid. Wollamy. Oh, I don't know. 10th place. Woe. We'll call you Woe. That's easy. Oh, another Audi. Got Audis all over the place. Terence here is in 11th place. Great race from him last race. But the winner, Shell Shock, is in a Honda for the Burg. I absolutely love the Burg. It's one of my favourite tracks. It is a proper leveller, this circuit. It's like racing in the rain, but not with no rain. It sorts the men from the boys, and anyone who I've got to beat then. Anyone that complains that this isn't a great circuit means that they just don't like it and they can't get on with it, which means they need to get better. That's what I think anyway. Right, onwards and upwards. So, here we go. A sip of water and we'll crack on again. So, I got fooled by the lights last time. And there's no lights at all this one, and they're off. The lights didn't go off at all. Azeroth has got up to first place on board here with Pilgrim. It's going to be interesting to see this race in the dark, but the Jag is up front. Where's Wooders? Where's Wooders? Here at the Aston Martin driver. He got up to 5th place already. Has everyone got neatly through this section of the track? Yep, everyone's through quite well. A couple gone wide. Jambo's gone all the way back to last already. What a horrific start from Jambo. What happened there, Jambo? He was in 6th place and he's gone to last. The season 12 champ. What went wrong? I know the Audis are slow starters, but blimey. So he's already gone back to 9th. Seems to have a little pause then. And just lets the rest of the field flood through. To last place. He's gone from 8th to last. That's crazy. Anyway, let's go back up front here with Azeroth in the. You can't see it, but he's in the Jag. Maybe I need to go to this view more often in this race. Azeroth is here in the first place. Nice sounding Jag, but he's been harassed here from Hammercat now. Coming down to the hairpin. Great scenes here at night. Do like racing in different circumstances. Hammercat, no. Azeroth's going to get the position, goes just a little bit wide, but Hammercat's going to undercut him in the Sirocco. Thought Azeroth might be off then, but he's not. Just make sure everyone gets through. Yep, the rest of the field's streaming through nicely here. Oh, everyone's hitting the grass on the inside. Looks like Lega's got a nice little run here. He's going to catch Quinn by surprise, I think, coming into this turn. Is he going to dive out the inside? No. Just bails out of it. Oh, Azeroth's off. Azeroth's got it horribly wrong. Got a breaking point too far wide, and there's 3 abreast coming into the... Oh, far! Rocky Ridge finishes him off. Oh, what happened there? That was too funny. Does Wallman get involved in this as well? So Wallman gives Rocky Ridge a push. We push Legger off his punt. T-bone. Oh, it's carnage. Why do I find this stuff so funny? I don't know. Oh, why is the game gone off funny on me? There we go. So there was a lot going on there. Someone else got tangled up in this as well. So Wallman, as you can just pause this. So Wallman comes along here, gives Rocky Rich just an ever so gentle nudge there, which pushes Rocky Rich out into Legger there. Shell Shock's coming along behind. Oh, that's what happens to Wallman T-bones Rocky Ridge, and then Wallman is punted by Shell Shock straight into the Rocky Ridge is going backwards, and it's Wallman top again. Oh, I do like this. Oh, I'm such a child. I really am a child. Grow up. Which is just allow Pilgrim now to get back up into... We got past Hammercat. When did that happen? Not quite sure. But Pilgrim now is going to drive off now into the Bavarian night skies. This is where the real test of everyone's driving abilities will come to the fore. The Burg at night. Let's get some glory shots. I like this kind of shot around here. Pilgrim now out in front. Just checking on the names on the left as well to see how the other drivers are coping, like the faster drivers at the back. So far the lower order holding just about alright. So here we go, Pilgrim now. I should know the names of these corners, but I don't. Oh, Hammercat's got a horribly wrong. Quinn there. It's going side by side. That's very brave into that corner. They're coming up down to the fast bit where they go up over the crest. I just saw the Hammercat. Oh, a Hammercat. Gonna have to find a nice view to watch this because it's difficult from the glory shots. Oh, they're both delicately going over the jump. Hammercat's a little bit jerky, I have to say. Yeah, which is just allowed. Here we have Quinn in the Merc, who's also got the Raffo. So Raffo's the first of the front runners, as it were, to come through the field. Raffo could have made a move up the inside there if Quinn, but doesn't. Raffo's also got Shell Shock right behind. Oh, Raffo gives Quinn a little nudge. They're just keeping it on the circuit. So Pilgrim's gone wide. Pilgrim's got it horribly wrong. Let's go back. What happened there? Let's go on board with Pilgrim. Pressure starts. Oh, he left it far too late. The braking far too late. So Hammercat's going to get through now. Coming down this beautiful section, coming down the hill. Try not to flick too much. Hammercat's out in lead. Quinn's now second. Raffo here is in third place, but he's got Shell Shock right up his tailpipes. It's a very fast section here. The cars get unsettled as they hit their little kink there, and then this bit here is like a blind camber, throws the cars out to the right, but they've all managed to get through really well. Looks to me like Quinn is holding up Raffo and Shell Shock behind him, which is just allowing Hammercat to get away. These boys have front four have pulled away a little bit now from the group behind, whereas then we've got 5th Walmid, 6th Jambo. Jambo's got back up to 6. Wow, everyone must have fallen off in front of him. Legger 7th. Oh, he's given Jambo. What's that all about? What was that all about? Let's go back and see what that was all about. Why was Legger given Jambo such a hard time? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh! 10. So Jambo's not around here at all. 12. So Legger's off. There's Jambo's not around at all. Quinn gives him a little nudge. I think Legger gets caught up in this. Yeah, gets caught up in that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who was that who's off there as well? Is that Wooders? Right, try and make sense of all this is going on. Yeah, Wooders. Oh, my Aston Martin is off. That's not good. There goes Wellman, there goes Lega. Let's forward it now, 6, 7, 8. So Jambo's fallen back. What's going on here then? Why did Jambo fall back? Sorry about this, I just want to see what's going on. Oh, Wellman gives Jambo a little... Oh, someone else is off there. Who's that? So Pilgrim's off again. Here's Jambo with Lega right behind him. So no, there's nothing going on between these two. Lega's just caught Jambo. Is Jambo going slow? Seems to have just conked out. Not sure what that was all about, to be honest, but there you go. I'm sure there's a reason for that. If there is, put them in the comments below, if the guys involved. But in the meantime, we go back up now to Hammercat, who's actually got a bit of a lead now over Raffo in second. Raffo's got Shell Shock right behind. God, this is a good view, maybe, on board. Neat and tidy from these two here. Just trying to think, what cars are these? What car is Shell Shock in? So Shell Shock's in the Honda, and I think, is that the Merc in front? So interesting to see the variations here between the advantages and disadvantages between two cars. I think the Merc and the Honda are very evenly matched. What's Hammercat in? He's in the Sirocco. Now, I believe the Sirocco's got good straight line speed, but Hammercat's doing rather well here, pulling away from the other boys in front. It's got a fast section of the track coming up, long uphill. Front wheel drive the Sirocco, hopefully pull it up the hill. Raffo's certainly pulled out now, a bit of a gap over himself and Shell Shock there in third. And then the rest of the field will come through. So Wellman's now in fourth. Lega's fifth. Who's that in sixth place? Quinn is in sixth place. Azarath is in seventh. Jambo is in eighth. Dropped all the way back, mate. Something's obviously happened there. For some reason he's dropped back. Terrence is in ninth. Hasn't got through the field just yet. Wooders is in 10th. Rocky Rich involved in that instant 11th. Pilgrim 12th. And someone's dropped out. Not sure who it is. But anyway, Hammercat has been caught now from Raffo. Coming up to the famous carousel. Hammercat's going to have an Italian all over his arse in a second. Oh, he gets the entrance slightly wrong. On board with Raffo. Do like this view. Yeah, they've got a bit of a gap now, so Raffo's caught right up to Hammercat. Very bumpy around this section. Looks like Hammercat's using an awful lot of the track to a lot of the off track to stay on the circuit. He's kicking up. Look at that, he's going right over the curbs. He's going to get unbalanced surely, whereas you can see Rafa here is staying strictly to the road. But surely, God, it's very bumpy, isn't it? Surely, yep, as you can see, he's catching right back up to Hammercat. There's the campers on the left. Campsite there. These three now are far out in front of everyone else. But they're all know what they're doing. Here on board with Shell Shocks, just looking at these two. I'm pretty sure everyone, just like most people at this point of the circuit, are just waiting for the long straight where they can just put the hammer down and get past. Saying that though, look like Raffo's definitely trying to find a way past already. Got to be very careful. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Got to be very careful. Raffo got a bit too close and was given a little tiny nudge there from Shell Shock. On board of Shell Shock in the Honda. Coming up to what I call the mini carousel. I know it's got a proper name, but it's like the short mini version of the carousel earlier on. Not here, this next corner coming up here. If you get it just right, you can slingshot up underneath and get a nice drive out. Oh no, Rafa gets it wrong, is losing ground over Hammercat, but Shell Shock's not close enough. So These three out in front of Legos, who's in fourth spot now. So let's see who's got the fastest straight line speed down this long straight. It's going to be interesting because I think they're all within towing distance of each other. Look like Raffo's really close. Yeah, here we go on board now with Raffo. He's going to get past Hammercat before the bridge and before we go to the downhill section. But now there's such a long straight. Hammercat can now get a tow back off Raffo, and they're starting to pull each other away from Shell Shock behind. Is Hammercat gonna just be happy to sit here, or is he gonna try and make a move? Gives Raffo a little nudge there. Looks to me like he's just gonna sit here. This is gonna be hairy coming into this part of the circuit. This is always a place where people crash. Oh, Hammercat gets that just about right. I thought he was gonna be off then. Shell Shock made it through. Here comes Lega into that horrible section in the Audi. He's okay. Walmond also got through it okay. Quinn's through it okay. Terrence, a bit wobbly, but he's got through it. Rocky Rich. Let's watch everyone through this. But I should know the name of this section. Oh, I thought he was a bit late there. Oh, it's sideways. Sideways again. Yep, and Rocky Rich is off. Wooders in the Aston Martin. Come on, Wooders. Trying to go around the outside. There's Jambo. He's back there in 10th. We're on board with Wooders. Maybe he's got inside line here on Rocky Rich into turn 1, but then it goes to that little horrible kink left, sorry, right and then left. He's got the line there, and it's going to go around to left here. Yeah, nice move there from Wooders. Takes a position over Rocky Rich. Jambo's still there in 10th, Azaroff's in 11th. So we've had someone else quit as well. Not sure who it is. We're 10 minutes in. Oh, who's that? That's Azeroth, isn't it? Yep, gets it wrong into turn 1. Badly wrong, is now losing a lot of ground. So let's go back up front to Raffo, who's got out in front in the Merc. So I'll have a quick drinks break. So just noticed that Hammercat has dropped back. He's lost. He was in 2nd place. Where's Shell Shock? Where did he get that? Oh, it's here, up into the Schumacher S, going up the hill, side by side. But Shell Shock's going to get the position. Gives Hammercat. No, Hammercat backs out of it. I have to be fair. Yep. So Shell Shock now. The nice tussle with Raffo in the last race is now sizing up Raffo in the 2nd. Is Shell Shock going to take a double victory? I know it's a long way to go, 20 minutes to go. Just try and keep an eye on everyone, because you know there's going to be shenanigans with some people on this circuit. So here's Hammercat back in 3rd. We'll go through the field. Let's go through the field. So 1st place we have Raffo in the McLaren. Shell Shock, oh, Shell Shock gets it slightly wrong. And the Honda is in 2nd place. Just check what's going on with the comments. Mung and Pilgrim dropped out. Ah, yes. That's who it was. Mung and Pilgrim. Thank you, Aaron. So Shell Shock now is definitely catching Raffo here in 2nd place. Hammercat's valiantly held off the challenge for a lap, but he's in 3rd. Not too far behind now is Walmond in 4th. Looks like he could be catching Hammercat. Then there's the pack. You got Quinn in 5th place, Terrence in 6th place, Wooders in the Aston Martin. Come on, Wooders, get that Aston around the circuit quicker than this. Tradition to uphold. Oh, that's not how you do it. Oh, God. Oh, Rocky Ridge nearly follows Wooders off the circuit as well. Oh dear, has he got damage? No, he's not got damage, but he's still not got it back on the circuit. Oh, Wooders, mate, no. Anyway, so yeah, it's Terrence. Who's he there in front? He's got Quinn in front. There's Terrence. Who on board with Terrence He was really quick in the last race. He's making his way through the field now. It's difficult to do lap times in this one because obviously there's only going to be time for about 3 or 4 laps. Nice little group here. Walmid, Quinn and Terence. I'm keeping an eye on what's going up front as well. See if there's any changes going on. This looks like the closest battle at the moment. I'm sure Shellshock though is probably catching Raffo. Just sort of keep an eye. Oh, so who's out? That's Walmid. Walmid gets it wrong. This is a hot spot for getting it wrong. The adverse camber here just shakes you off to the right. Oh, he's just going too fast. Didn't brake at all. Smashes the car. Yep, he's got damage. There's Terence now keeping it nice and steady. He's caught up to Quinn. So it looks like the same drivers who did well in the last race all starting to have a group meeting up the front of this race as well. Just finding a way past someone here is difficult. See, the Audi's backed off there from Quinn. Oh, Quinn's just putting the McLaren right in the middle of the track. Oh, he's gone wide himself. Oh, Terence goes too far wide, hits Quinn as well. He got damaged? No, Terence just kept it safe. He would have been past then. Quinn's basically just driving in the middle of the road, it looks to me. Trying to hold off the Audi. The Audi's trying to cut there. Oh, Terence gets it horribly wrong again. Nearly pushes Quinn off again. Oh, all damages will be paid for at some point. Oh, just noticed. So Shellshock's had an instant. Oh, so's Hammercat. Shellshock. Here it is. Oh, he gets it horribly wrong. So Shellshock pushing far too hard here. Coming around this turn here, gets on the curb, pushes it off the track into the grass. It's heavy on the brakes, but still smashes the car properly good. And it's just allowed. Where's Hammercat? I'm pretty sure Hammercat is going to get back up into second place. Shellshock's got a limping car there in front. The Honda's gone wide again. Smashes the barrier. Hammercat's through to second place. But then we'll stick with this because I think Hammercat had an instant all by himself. It's just allowed Raffo to go out in front. Shellshock's back there now. Oh, he's very, very scrappy in this Sirocco. It's not smooth at all. He's obviously on a controller. It's difficult to be smooth on a controller, I have to say. I think it was down here. He didn't Hammercat get too wide and smashes the barrier himself. Oh, he's managed to avoid damage, but has that just allowed Shellshock to catch back up? Not quite. Oh, they're all over the place. All over the place. In the meantime, there's Raffo, who's out in front, enjoying life on his own now. Let's have a quick look at the times. See what kind of distance they've got now. He's got a 10-second lead now over Hammercat, which at Nürburg could be gone in a flash because it's easy to get it wrong. Very easy to get it wrong. So we're now actually halfway through the race. 14 and a half minutes, sorry. Be interesting to see if if they're gonna pit, this would be the lap to do it. Shellshock's now got past Hammercat. God, the moment I move, they go and swap positions. So Hammercat looks like, here he goes, he's gonna get it wide somewhere along here. Yeah, that turn there, he's gone far too deep onto the, oh, right into the cameraman. Oh, poor cameraman, Hammercat. Says hello at about 80 miles an hour to the Armco and the cameraman. Has now dropped back to third place. Terence has got past Quinn. He's got up now past Quinn into fourth place. So Terence is man on a mission. His tyres looking like, I'm not sure they're going to last a full race if he doesn't stop. Quinn's in fifth. Walmid is in sixth. Rocky Rich is off again. It's just allowed Lega to get through. There's Jambo in ninth. Where's the Aston Martin? There it is. There's the Aston Martin. Still in one piece, just. Catching up to Jambo though in ninth. Let's go on board with the Aston Martin. I want to just have a... Not sure if the Aston Martin is catching up to Jambo up the hill. He's done his best sector time as Wooders. Come up to the carousel. Yeah, definitely catching. I think Aston's definitely catching up to Jambo a little bit. Oh, he's got that bit too deep. Oh, no, maybe just about right. No, too deep. There he goes. Oh. So this might be the closest battle on the circuit at the moment, so just go through everyone. Raffo's got a big lead now. It was 10 seconds. It is now 15 seconds. Oh, there is a close one. Shellshock's in second. Terence has got past Hammercat. So Hammercat, again, what's happened to Hammercat? Hammercat was in second. Where is he losing this time? I think the pressure's starting to get to the Sirocco driver. Dutchman was in second place. Shellshock there. Oh, there goes Hammercat. Where's Terence? He's not far behind. Yes, Terence has caught up to these two. Gone past Hammercat there. But Terence is also catching up to Shellshock. Maybe this race is going to come down to Terence getting past Shellshock and closing in on Raffo. He's got 14 minutes to do it. I have a feeling this is going to be what the lap that Terence is on now could be the fastest lap of the race. What's his tyre wear like? Not too bad. Yeah, look at that. Best sector time. Purple sector time. So Terence slowly made his way through the field, avoided the carnage on lap 1. Slowly but surely he's kept a steady pace and is catching up to... Oh, look at that nice tidy line there on their second carousel. Let's see what... I know the Audi last season was a good straight line fast car. This is going to be the spot to see how it is against the Honda. See if Terence can catch up to that Honda in front of Shellshock. And what's the gap now? It's another purple sector time. What's the gap now between Terence? So it's 16 seconds between Raffo and Shellshock, but it's just 1.3 here. So Terence has got about 14 seconds to catch up. So just before we go, I think he's not going to catch him there. Let's see if GT Raffo is going to pit this lap. His tyres not too bad. He's on racing softs. Yep, he's coming into the pits. Here and he comes. So Shellshock's tyre wear's not too bad. Shellshock might not have to pit at all. Raffo's going to come back out into first place, I'm pretty sure. Here he comes. Here comes Shellshock. Oh, Terence and Shellshock are coming in. So neither are staying out any longer. I did think this would be the lap when they all come into the pits. Someone's gone past though. Was that Quinn? No, it's not Quinn. Wellman's no, they're all coming into the pits. Or was it Hammercat? It was Hammercat stayed out. And he's got it horribly wrong as well. I heard someone... What's going on there? Let's go back. So Hammercat into turn 1. Just left the braking far too late. Into the kitty litter. Turns around. He's probably going to see there's Shellshock and the other boys. Is he going to let that car through? No, he gets it wrong. He's bashed Terence. Is there any damage on anyone? No. So Terence now, here we are on board the Audi. He's caught up to Shellshock. They've all had the pit stop apart from Hammercat, whose front tyres shot. If anyone needed a pit stop, it was Hammercat. Should have pitted that lap. Should have pitted that lap. Doesn't look like Legger's pitted either though. He's now up into 5th. So I've got a horrible feeling some of these guys might be falling off a little bit. Quinn's pitted. And he's got Walmid behind. Jambo's just gone into the pits. There's Rocky Rich coming down the hill now. Yep, Rocky Rich hasn't pitted. Jambo's just coming out of the pits now, and here comes the Aston Martin. And there goes the Aston Martin, sounding resplendent, but unfortunately back in 10th place. There's Azeroth. Oh, he's got it wrong. Hits the barrier, damages the car and the Jag. But still manfully carrying on. And not pitting. Has he pitted already? He must have pitted already, because the last lap perhaps. Anyway, so 10 minutes to go, not long to go now. Raffo has got how much of a lead? He's got a 15-second lead over Shellshock and Terrence. These guys are racing together. Well, Shellshock and Terrence are racing together last lap. Raffo fell off just a little bit. Hammercat still manfully plugging away in 4th, Lega in 5th, but they haven't pitted. So not that it's worth that much, we're going to look at the lap times, just see who's done the fastest lap. And it is Raffo in a 9 minute 18. Terrence is, I'm pretty sure Terrence, it says that, look, I don't get it, Terrence has done a 9:16. Why isn't that showing? Oh, of course, because he pitted, that's why. Duh. So it's lap times are going to be difficult to figure out. Maybe I can look at sector times. No, it's not really going. So, not really saying. It looks like Terrence is not going to catch Raffo, but he's definitely got the pace of Shellshock. Let's see if these boys get unsettled at that adverse camber just up here. Looks like Shellshock's through it. Yeah, nice tidy there from Terrence. He takes a lot of inside curb, which means you don't lose the track. Oh, I thought it was a bit too wide then. Right, so let's go through the field, just see where they are now. So here we are in first place. Raffo, he's got a nice healthy lead. He's in first place. Shellshock's hanging on for second place. I just get the feeling Terrence behind him in third has got the measure of Shellshock. I think Terrence is going to be really close to Shellshock sometime soon. Hammercat still plugging away in fourth place. His front tyres are, for want of a better way of putting it, shot. But then also Lega hasn't pitted. Let's see, Hammercat's off there. Lega, who hasn't pitted, is catching up these guys hand over fist. Just checking something on my audio levels. Yeah, everything's good and fine there. Here we go, Lega is catching up to Hammercat. Let's go on board with the Audi driver. It's just a matter of time before he closes in on the struggling Hammercat. I think Hammer should have, I'm sure he knows it now, he should have pitted the last lap. He's just losing time now, hand over fist is the Dutchman. If you look at the map at the top right, they're all strung out now. There's only 11 runners and riders left. There's not really much. This is the closest battle, I think, at the moment. Hammer's, oh, it's gone wide. I thought he'd held it, but there we go. So, yeah, Hammer's just losing places, hand over fist, and here comes Walmid as well. In the another Audi. As a mirror, is it a bit lighter? Didn't know there was dynamic weather in GT. I'm still saying it's dark. So Walmid has pitted, catching up to Hammercat, who hasn't. There's Quinn is in 7th, Rocky Rich 8th, Jambo. Oh, he's got a damaged car. It's in 9th. Wood is catching Jambo. 10th, and Azrath, way off the pace now, is back here in last place. Right. Drinks break. Some glory shots with the last. Well, I say there's 5 minutes to go, but it looks like there'll be another lap after it. I said the race would be about 3 or 4 laps, I think. Oh, Terence! Terence is in front of Shell Shock. Ah, right. How did that happen? Let's go on board Terence. So Terence is, where are we on the circuit? Here we are. Oh, we're coming up to the carousel. So Terence is going to get a nice little run here on Shell Shock coming into the carousel. Oh, Shell Shock gets far too wide. Here we go. So Terence is caught right back up. Nice tidy line here. So where's he going to find a way past Shell Shock? Shell Shock going to pull over. Oh, Terence got a nice drive here coming out the exit carousel. Yes, nice move. That is very tricky. It needs both drivers to trust each other side by side on a circuit which is barely wide enough really to put 2 cars side by side. So Terence, as we see, got through, finally got past Shell Shock. So the question now is, has Terence got the pace to catch up to Raffo? Will Raffo make a mistake to let Terence, to drop him back into the clutches of Terence? What's the distance? It's 15 seconds. Now that is a lot of time to make up in just probably, was it 1.5 laps? Oh, he's pushing very hard as Terence. You can see that he's all over the circuit now trying to catch up. Keep an eye on that time. 15 seconds it was. Let's see if it goes up or down. He's certainly starting to put a bit of distance now between him and, well, not that much actually, Shell Shock. Shell Shock still hasn't given up the chase, I don't think. I did think that Terence just looked a bit neater, a bit tidier in the Audi in front. Lego's not stopped. Now, is he going to stop though? Answers on the postcard, please. Do you think Lego's going to stop this lap? Or do you think he'll go one more lap? With those, really, he's worn a quarter of his racing softs at the front. Would you stop? If you were Lega, put in the comments now, would you stop this lap or go the next lap? Because the next lap would be the last one. Do you think he's going for a no-stop strategy? There's Walmid. Walmid is, how far is Walmid behind Lega? Walmid is 7 seconds behind Lega. There's Lega now. Keep an eye on Lega. So Raffo now is 15 seconds out in front of Terence. There's Terence. And there's Shell Shock. So Terence is definitely getting a bit of a lead, putting a bit of a gap now between him and Shell Shock. I do like the sound of all these cars at full tilt. Heavy braking section, easy to get wrong. As you can see, that's nice and tidy there from Terence. He's not lost Shell Shock though. Shell Shock's still hanging on to the back of Terence's car. So, next question is, did you guess right with Lega? Is Lega going to stop this lap or not? Here we go, we're going to find out any second now. Oh yeah, he is. He's coming into the pits. Oh, Walmid isn't though. Walmid's got that horribly wrong. The section of the track where a lot of people get it wrong. Where's Hammercat? Hammercat's way off behind the. Well, he's not too far behind. How does Walmid get this wrong? Oh, he just leaves the braking far too late. He's going to hit the barrier, smash the car, and get damage. So where's Hammercat? Surely Hammercat's coming in. He can't even make the turn. He's also come off. He's nearly taken Quinn off in the process. Hammercat, please come into the pit. Please come into the pit. Please. Oh, he's. Oh that again. That was too funny. Please come into the fit have a cap. Please come in. There's just there. Oh, this made my day. Oh man alive, that was funny. So Wooders has come, dropped off the pace back in 9th. Jambo's still back here in 10th, and Azeroth's here in 11th. So we've got, oh, maybe the Wooders is dropping off the pace because this, what is it, a minute to go? Yeah, he's just cruising. He's trying to eat up a minute. It's still, I think you make it by about 30 seconds from there, Wooders. Minute to go. We're going to keep an eye on it here now. Oh, what's going on here? It's looking a bit strange. Ooh, all over the place. Looks like he's losing connection yet. Blimey, I'm not shuffling this at all. That's this game doing this. Looks like Wooders having internet issues, so he's going to cross the line. Or is he going to cross the line? Yeah, he's crossed the line. Who? Why does it not let me go to Jambo now? So Jambo's crossed the line. 30 seconds to go. I think Azeroth is going to be the first person to finish this race. With 20 seconds to go, so here we go. We're not going to see much more of him after this. So, oh, someone's dropped out. So, I wonder if it was Wooders that's dropped out. I think it is Wooders that's dropped out. Looking like he's having internet issues, to be honest. 4 seconds to go. So here's Azeroth now. Oh man, it's too funny. Oh man, that's so funny. finishing the race in style by flying literally into the barrier, crosses the line in 10th place. Oh dear. In the meantime, I've just noticed something has gone on up front, so I'm not going to go there just yet. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, I'm not going to say what's happened, but it looks like something's gone on with Terence. He's been caught by shell shock. He's not managed to pull away from the American, which I'm surprised about. Does Terence make a mistake? I was about to say he just gets it ever so slightly wide. Oh, and shell shock was right there. It's great driving, to be fair, great driving there from the American. I thought Terence was going to start pulling away, but he's not. In the meantime now, so the distance between Raf and second place is now got down to 12 seconds. Oh, I'm not sure about that. 11 seconds. So maybe Raf's had an incident somewhere along the line, somewhere as well. He's been off somewhere. He's lost 4 seconds on the two behind him. What's his tyre situation like? It's not too bad. Look at those glowing brake discs there. It's always a great sight, that is, I have to say. So back here with Shell Shock and Terence, second and third. It's a war of attrition this race. Legger's still in 4th place. One we can see him is in 5th. Quinn's a bit too far off from those two, is in 6th. Rocky Rich been plugging away. It doesn't look like he's stopped. Or if he has, he's had some sort of incident. It's in 7th. Hammercat has dropped. He did get that pit stop in the end. He's in 8th. Jambo's still going around in 9th. Just coming out the GP part circuit into the main part of the back part of the circuit. You know what I mean. So it's gone down from 15 seconds to that looked tasty. It's gone down from 15 seconds to 11. Let's go on board here. Oh, Shell Shock gets it wide. just allowing. Oh, there's tussling now. Oh, and there's still a bit more tussling going on, side by side. This is great racing here. It's not an easy place to make a move on someone at the Burg in the countryside section, I have to say. Shell Shock's gonna get it wide now, and oh, he smacks Terence, but Terence manages to get through. No damage to Shell Shock. But Terence has got through, and he hasn't got any damage to now. Right then, he's gone through a time sector. What's the time difference now? It's 11 seconds still. It's 11 seconds. That is an awful lot to catch up in one lap. I think that's probably settled second place. A slight mistake there from Shell Shock. Drifted wide. Just gets it wrong. I think these two boys are far enough ahead of Lego. Where's Lego on the circuit? He's just coming down the hill still. Yeah, okay, so there's Shell Shock going back up the hill. Lego's still coming down it. But Lego, there's Walmed. He's not too far from Lego. His tyres are pretty good, whereas Lego's on a fresh set. But in the meantime, really, we need to go up front with Raffo because he's got out in front. Maybe if he's had one mistake which you've not seen. Was 11 seconds. Oh, it's down to 7. Oh, he's lost another 3 seconds. What? Let's just go check, see if I'm going to knock it back just to see if Raffo has made a mistake or if Terence is just that quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He came off. It is a mistake from Raff. Gets it wide here, goes onto the grass. Oh, pressure's starting to get to Raff. It's down to 7 seconds now. That 11 is going to go down to 7 seconds. It's lost 4 seconds there. Are those the headlights? It is. That's the headlights of Terence behind. Can Terence see? Oh, and someone Shell Shock's gone off again. What happened to Shell Shock here? Does he go wide at that turn as well? I think he does. Here he goes, far too wide. Hits the barrier with quite a bit of force. Yep, he's got damage. He's not careful. He's going to get caught by Lego. Lego's just coming back up the hill now. Still got damage. So, but the main thing we need to look at now is here's Raffo in first place, 7-second lead on the last lap at the Burg. It's down to 7.2 seconds. Can Terence at any point see a car up in front? He's not that far ahead. Might see him at the carousel. Might see his name tag coming back. There it is. Oh, he's just gone round the carousel. Terence is definitely catching Raff. It was 7.2. If he gets a whiff of those headlights in front, he's gonna. There he is. He's just gone round the corner. Raff can smell the. Sorry, Terence can smell the race victory. Let's go on board with Raff now. What's the timing now? Well, 7. It's down to 6.5. It's going down. It's gone. Lost about a second. Oh, Raff's getting very scraggly as well. Where's Terence? 6.5 seconds with still at half a lap to go. There he is. There's the race leader up in front of him. On board again with Terence. He's catching up to the rear end of that car in front. There he is. There's the car in front. He's just gone around the next corner. Raff is losing time. There he is. There's first place. Definitely within sight now. It was 6.2. It's down to, I'd say, 5. Let's have a quick check. 4.4. He's catching him hand over fist. Is Terence. He's pulled away from Shell Shock. If only he managed to get past Shell Shock a little bit earlier, he might have had a bit more time to do this and just race really hard to catch up with Raffo. Unfortunately, they're getting to the end of the lap, but there's not a lot of time now. Raff's, what's the time? It's 3.6. Raff basically has just got to keep it on the track at the entrance to the long straight and then into the stadium complex section. He's too far behind at the moment, is Terence, to catch him here. Really needs Raf to make a mistake. Raf's around the next corner. He's just got a long straight to go and then like an S-bend to go, and Raf will win the race. He's got time down to 2.4. You've got to hand it to Terence. He's really trying to catch him up. Raf, all he's got to do is keep it. This is a horrible section. It's easy to come off. We've seen other drivers do it. Is the pressure going to tell? Because there's second place just behind him. Let's watch as we go on board now. Raf coming into the braking section. Oh, he's got it nice and steady there. Where's Terence? Here comes Terence. Terence is diving in. But Raf is going to win. Raf's managed to keep it on the track. He's lost a lot of time in that last lap, but he's going to keep it out for the win. Great driving there from Raf in first place. Terence did oh so well to catch it, make it close to the end as well for a well-deserved second place. Shell shock. Brilliant drive for the American again for the second race in a row. Finishes in third place. There we go. Lega. Surprise that he's managed to keep up into fourth. He's done ever so well, to be fair. Here we go. He's going to cross the line now in fourth place. Now, Walmid is going to finish in fifth place. Just before he does, let's just check who had the fastest lap. The fastest lap was from Terence, who did an 8:55. That's probably his last lap as well, I would have thought. Yeah, best do some work now, Sean. So, sorry, I missed that. Quinn finishes in sixth place. Rocky Rich coming down to finish now in seventh. Hammercat dropped back to eighth in the end. Where's Jambo? Jambo Rambo, where is he on the circuit? Oh, he's still got a long way to go down the let's go on board with Pete. Mini carousel there. He's got all the long straight to go. Long old race this one. Let's see what the Sirocco sounds like from inside the car. So yeah, here comes Pete now down a long start-finish straight. We'll finish in ninth place. We had, was it 3 drivers drop out in the end? I'm pretty sure Wood has dropped out because of his internet. It looked like his internet was all over the place. But that's another great race from the Pro-Am 2 boys. Enjoyed that one. Thank you very much, chaps. Hammercat, you deserve an award for making me laugh too much for that pit entrance. You really could not have smashed the entrance to the pit any better than that. That was full on middle of the front bumpers into the wall. That was excellent stuff. But here we come. Jambo now is cleanly through the last section. He will finish in 9th place. Crosses the line now, and there we have it. I'm not sure which week it was. Week 6, I think. Oh, nice Aston Martin pictures there. I love that. Thank you very much. See you all again soon. Take it easy and stay safe.